Hey everybody, cobradvs here, and this is a pickups video. So, I mean, if I'm just going to be completely honest with you, this is going to be an outrageous pickups video. It's just so much stuff. It's almost like like if you had told me that within like the last time I had done a pickups video, I'd have all this shit, I would have called you a stone-faced liar. But I do, and it's pretty crazy. There's really no order I can go in, but let's just go ahead and get started. A while back, I did a trade with Scorpion Slayer 66, and he did a video on it. I did not. I usually don't do videos for specific packages. Sometimes I will. But we did a trade, and you can see what he got in his video. But in my side of the video, I got two GameCube games, which were Four Swords Adventures, the Zelda, and Batten Kaitos with the Eternal Wings or something, whatever it's called. A friend of mine wanted those, so I sold them to him. What I've got left from the package is Oracle of Seasons. Now, he told me this didn't work, so I knew that going in, but I figured I could probably get it working. I can't. It still doesn't work. You know, obviously I knew that ahead of time, so it's no big deal, but I really did think I could. And the other thing is a boxed Mario 3. So, got that. Thanks again to Scorpion Slayer 66. Be sure to check out his video on the trade, and it's probably been a while now. So, but he did do a video. So the next thing is something that I was after it for so long, and I finally broke down, and it's the most I've ever spent on a manual. And it's for a game that I really needed the manual for, and it's Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. Spent $55 on this. That being said, it's definitely the rarest part of the set. You know, I mean, you've got the cartridge in the box, which pop up. You know, they're not that hard to find. The manual doesn't come up that often, but when I bought this, there was a slew of them online. Some of them were going for a lot more. This one was a buy it now for $55. Probably because the rental stickers it has on there. And I'm probably just going to leave them on there. Gives it a little character, I guess. That's cool. It's, you know, a big burden off my shoulders to finally get that manual, though. I've been after that for so long. So I have a complete copy of that game, so that's good. Alright, another trade I did with the King of... No, what's his name? The Zohan Gamer is his name now. Formerly the King of 8-Bit, and then formerly I am the Retro Gamer. So, we did a trade, and you'll have to excuse me. I don't remember what we traded for. It's been a long time. I do know that in my end of the trade, I got two boxed NES games. The first one being Heavy Barrel, with a little tear in the front there, but you know, not bad. I mean, boxed NES game. Structure's all great on it though, so that's cool. I haven't played it yet, but I definitely will give it a shot. And the other box, box and game only, no manuals with these. It was River City Ransom. This was a great condition box. So I'm happy to get this one. Not the biggest fan of River City Ransom, but I guess it's a cool game. So getting it boxed is pretty neat. So thanks to the King of 8, or the Zohan Gamer, whatever the hell you want to call him. Thanks to him. All right, so I guess we'll just go in order of when I got them. This is a game, Yoshi's Island DS, that I picked up just off eBay for fair price. I think it was like $10 or something, because I wanted to give it a shot, because I'm a huge fan of the Super Nintendo one. This one's not as good as the Super Nintendo one. It's got some interesting mechanics where you can switch babies, and the babies allow the Yoshis to do different maneuvers, you know, different characteristics, but overall, it's not as good as the Super Nintendo one. It's still good, but not quite as good. Not bad, though. I mean, if you find it cheap, probably worth the price. Alright, okay, let's do some GameCube games. So these came off a Craigslist, or was it a Craigslist ad or something? Yeah, I don't remember. But it was a bunch of GameCube stuff, and most of it was doubles. But there were a few games in the lot that I wanted, and I went ahead and kept them. So they are all in fabulous condition. Burnout, I used to rent this as a kid. Fantastic racing game. I haven't played it since. But it is, from what I recall anyway, really, really good. This one is actually somewhat on the uncommon side on the GameCube. Simpsons Road Rage. It's definitely the rarest of the three versions of it, like the PS2 and the Xbox One. That's by no means saying it's a rare game. It's just not, you know, the most common, I guess you would say. Fun game too. Basically Crazy Taxi, if I remember correctly. And then this one I had as a kid. Traded it off years and years ago. Traded it into some game store probably. And never got it back until now. Mario Party 4. So I'm happy to get this one because this is actually my favorite of the GameCube ones. I don't know why, but 1, 2, and 4 are my favorite Mario Parties. So I was really happy to get that one back, especially because it goes for like $20, and I just don't want to pay that. So this, this was an eBay auction that I won, and honestly, I'm surprised the seller even sent it to me, but they did, and that's because I won it for 6 cents. Yeah, 6 pennies, plus shipping, which was like $8, which is overpriced, but whatever, I didn't mind. Yeah, and I won it for 6 cents plus the shipping, so it cost me about little like $8. I think shipping was $8.95, so it cost me $9.01 after everything was said and done. And it's Batman: The Rise of Sin Tzu, TZU, however you'd say that, Tzu probably, for $6 or $9 shipped. And this is the big box commemorative. What do they call it? The lithograph commemorative edition. And it contains this little fold-out poster that I'm not going to get out, but it's a picture of Batman, like, standing on a building in a cool pose. It's like a... And then the game is in there, of course, too. Well, it's in there. Right there. It's tight in the box, so I'm not going to get it out. But anyway, for 6 cents, it's not really something I was after, but I figured, well, shit. 6 cents plus shipping, but still, for that price, how can you not? It's not the most... It's not the easiest thing to find, but it has, like, no value because, like, I guess not a lot of people want it. Or even know about it, for that matter. But I thought it was pretty cool to have. Alright, so let's get into some, one more really cool thing, I guess. One more really cool thing before we get into the excellent stuff. Actually, this is pretty excellent because I've been after this for a very long time. And this is completely luck that I got this because I was on one of the Google chats with, like, Intellivision Dude and, well, the Zohan Gamer, King of 8-Bit, he's on there also. Sam, you know, the whole gang, Mitch, everybody. And Intellivision Dude was looking at an auction on eBay for, or it's actually a buy it now, for some Sega Genesis stuff. And it was like $25 or something. And so he sends me, he puts the link in the chat for us to check out. And I think I was sort of like away, I was at the computer, but I think I was like listening to music or something, not paying too much attention. But I clicked on the link, and it was like $25, but one thing caught my attention, and I told him to definitely buy it. And that was because it contained this. A Sega CDX power adapter. It was $25, you got a Genesis, some games, whatever. And I said, look, Rob, if you... Well, okay, I spoiled his name. It's Rob. I said, look, Rob, if you buy it, I will buy that power adapter off you, because I really need it, because I don't have an original one. So I did. I paid. He gave me a really great price on it, which I appreciate. I think it was $20 plus shipping, you know, and that's awesome. It's a great price because this is like a $40 to $50 power adapter. It's very, very hard to come by if you don't have. If you find a system, it may come with it, but finding it on its own is very hard to do. And this was just completely randomly in there for some reason, and I'm so glad to have it. So thanks a lot to Intellivision Dude for that. I definitely wanted and needed that. Okay, just something really quick, I guess. You know what, actually, I'll show that with the game. So, anyway, let's get on to some newer stuff. This is some Wii U games. I got 3 of them here for you. I got Splinter Cell Blacklist, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. I have, I did get this the day it came out, the fucking GameStop edition, because GameStop sucks and likes to put shit on Ubisoft games, I guess. But I did get it. I beat it just a few days ago. A pretty good game. I wouldn't exactly say it's excellent. I know IGN gave this game a 9.2. I think that's a bit of a stretch. But we'll see. You know, but not a bad game by any stretch. The next game I actually did a video on. It's Rayman Legends. Phenomenal game. This game is actually really, really great. I highly recommend it. This is a 9.2 game right here. So, this one is totally recommended. And I would definitely recommend the Wii U version. Obviously, I bought it new, so it's complete. But I definitely recommend the Wii U version because of how the controls work with the touchscreen and things. I don't know how they work on the other consoles, but still, definitely recommend that. And then one more Wii U game, which is the game that completely slipped under the radar thanks to Grand Theft Auto 5, and that's the wonderful 101. This game came out 2 days before Grand Theft Auto. This game has zero, absolutely zero recognition right now. It is ridiculous. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is like the biggest release ever, you know. And then this game comes out on a Wii U. It's a Wii U exclusive. You know, this is not going to sell very well. I already know that. But that being said, I bought it, and it's actually really fun, really good. Critics have been a little mixed on it. The control scheme can take a little getting used to. It's highly, highly unique. You know, I've never played a game like it, so I definitely recommend it. There's a demo on the eShop that you can play for free. So I definitely recommend downloading that to see if you'll like the mechanics of the game. But it's a completely over-the-top action game. It's funny, you know, it's great. It's a Platinum Games game, so, you know, it has all their trademarks, even though I'm not too familiar with them. But great game. Definitely recommend that. I'd recommend that over Splinter Cell, and maybe on par with Rayman or a little less. We'll see. But to go with that, I did get something off eBay, and I believe this was from PAX or something, but it's actually a Wonderful 101 mask thing. It's what Wonder Red wears, if you can see it on the cover. He's wearing a little mask to hide his identity. This was like $3, I think, and I thought, you know what the hell? You know, it's interesting. It's new, it's sealed in the package, I can't open it, and I'm not going to wear it, so I probably will just keep it sealed, but it's still a very cool little thing. Much bigger than I expected, by the way. I expected it to be a lot smaller than this. It's actually about a foot wide, I'd say. A little less than that, but still. Yeah. A waste of $6 maybe, but still pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the ridiculous stuff. Alright, well, even crazier stuff. Everything from here on out is Zelda related. I will let you know that right away. And then go ahead and get out of the way the games that I bought for my Zelda collection. I've got 6 of them, and I dropped a coin. I dropped a few coins on this, but it was worth it. So, here's what I've got. I got All Complete in Box, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. I got that for $40 shipped on eBay, which was a great price for that game. I got the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. The box and manual I got from Nintendo Age, and I already had a cartridge, so I did a trade for that. Oracle of Ages, I got this one on Amazon. This one's in like beautiful condition. I got box protectors for them also, but this one was $30 plus I think a couple bucks for shipping off Amazon, which is an excellent deal for one in that condition. I did a trade with Shadow Rydera, Alex from the live chats if you've ever watched those. The Legend of Zelda Four Swords, Link's Awakening, or Link to the Past. So I got that. This one was, these last two were from Nintendo Age. I got The Adventures of Link. And the one I'm really excited to play is the Minish Cap. I got these for, I think, 60 shipped. So, all said and done, I don't know how much I spent, quite a bit, but I did trade for a few of them. And I'm really happy. So I'm only 2 games away from having a complete Zelda collection, complete in box Zelda collection, and that is, what am I missing? I'm missing Phantom Hourglass, and... oh yeah, and the original Legend of Zelda on the NES, like this one. So, once I have those two, well, I don't have the CDI games, but I don't really care about them, so I'm not going to include them. Some might, I don't really care about them. So, I need those, I guess, but not a big deal. Alright, so the last 2 things are both consoles. This thing I've been keeping kind of under wraps. I bought it off eBay for $67 shipped. Yeah, it's a Super Nintendo. I'll just go ahead and show it. It's a mini, complete in box, it's new. Kind of. It's got wear on the box, which you would expect. Even new consoles have to go through shipping warehouses and things. But it is basically new. The auction said new other, and it described, you have to open it to view pictures and things. But on the inside, I'll just go ahead and show you. Just a couple of things I did notice. The controller, first of all, is in the wrong position. The controller is supposed to be down here, so it's obviously been taken out. It may have even been played, I don't know. The baggie is not on the power adapter, I don't know if it came with one. But everything is pretty much here, except one thing, and that is the, just making sure it's not behind there, is this comes with a Link to the Past. This was a Target exclusive bundle, which makes it fairly rare. And the Link to the Past is the player's choice, which is correct, but it doesn't have the manual or the map, which it should have. So it's new. I mean, it's in like-new condition. I mean, the system looks like it's never been touched. The game looks like it's never been touched. This looks like it's never been touched. So it may never have been played. I don't know. It's hard to verify that, but it is missing some things, so it's not 100% complete. So I need to get a manual for the system, a manual for Link to the Past, and a map for Link to the Past to fully complete it. Also, odd sort of faults. There's a few, like, breaks in the styrofoam right here. I don't know, probably just from being shaken around, maybe? I don't know. But they're there. So that was 67 shipped. Now, the thing is, new Super Nintendo bundles, the minis, go for about $300 to $400. The Zelda edition, I saw, and I know I sound like an uneducated, like someone at a garage sale. Like, you know, well, I saw it selling for this. It actually sold. A Zelda edition open sold for, I want to say it was $330. So, regardless of whether that's new or not, outstanding price. And if it is new, a Zelda edition new would be, I don't know, I couldn't really put a number on it, but it's a lot, probably. So if I can just, you know, complete it by getting the manual map and the manual for the system, that would be great. So, really hoping to get that down the line, hopefully soon. So, but regardless, really excited to have that, because it's a cool addition. Okay, the last thing that I've got is something I've already done a video on. It is, and you may have seen it, the, boom, Wind Waker Edition Wii U. Yeah, so I went ahead and saved up for a this. Now, I already had a Wii U, which a lot of you know. So you're thinking to yourself, you know, why? It seems like a waste of money. And you're absolutely right, it was a waste of money to buy this. But the thing was, it came with Wind Waker, and I really wanted the remake of Wind Waker, and it also came with a special edition gamepad with some Zelda decal on it, which is awesome. And it was only $300. Now, I have a Wii U already, so I went ahead and sold that one to my brother. Well, actually, the truth is, I sold the console that was inside here. I kept everything else in here, just sold the console and swapped it with all the cords and everything. So he's getting a new console, my brother, for his kids for Christmas, and I think he's going to give me a $250 for it. So, you know, it's a new console just to use accessories, I guess. So this really only cost me $50 plus tax, which I would gladly pay for the game, gamepad, and, you know, everything else. So, super excited to have this. The game, Wind Waker, by the way, is phenomenal. I absolutely am loving it. I played the GameCube one about 80% of the way through originally, and got stuck on a dungeon and just never went back to it. This one I'm going to finish. I just know I'm going to finish it, and then I'm probably going to play it in hero mode. Really, really great game. I know a lot of people don't like it because of the art style or the sailing or something, but look, the game's gorgeous. They've fixed some of the sailing aspects. Okay, it's just, if you've ever played Wind Waker, you'll know that the sailing is really slow, and it takes fucking forever. Well, you can get something called the Swift Sail, which allows you to sail much faster. Also, though, you could only sail quickly in the direction that the wind was blowing. So if the wind was blowing north, and you had to fly south, you would have to get the Wind Waker out and change the wind direction. In this version, the Swift Sail has the power to change the wind. So if you just have the Swift Sail out, you know, on your boat, whichever direction you go is where the wind will now shift, so that you don't have to constantly pull out the Wind Waker to change directions of the wind, which is great, because that was a pain in the ass. So I highly recommend, if you're thinking about getting a Wii U, don't wait. Do it now. The great games have started coming out, and I definitely recommend the Wind Waker bundle. The physical version of Wind Waker, by the way, comes out October 4th, so if you're thinking about getting that version, that's when that comes out. So it's been a mouthful. Hopefully I didn't stall or take too long, but that's everything I got. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.